Sometimes it's not about what you bring in, it's about what you let go. And there's that moment. He says, Lazarus, come out. Come on down. And this thing happens. We get to the bonus round, and Lazarus comes out. And then you know what happens next. We talk about it sometimes. It's this great thing that happens. Jesus says a weird thing. He says, loose him and let him go. Well, why does he say that? Why does he say, loose him and let him go? I mean, think about it. It's not like they were doing dog pile on Lazarus. Guys, I'll turn this car around. And it's not like Lazarus was trying to run away out in the yard. Lazarus is not my dog. So why say that weird thing? Why say let him go? As it turns out, it's so easy to see the big moment, the resurrection. Of course, it's beautiful and incredible, but it's so easy to see that, the fireworks, and forget that that's not even the most important part of the miracle. Because think about it, life happens all the time. You cut your finger, you don't have to make that heal. There's some magical thing that happens. God is happening, Spirit is happening, biology is happening all at once to make that heal. If you break your heart, it happens. I'm sorry about that, but it happens. If you break your heart, you'll get better. You'll get over it. You start to breathe again. It works out. And in fact, it starts to work out, not when you force it, but when you finally, okay. The healing happens when you let the healing happen. And so the miracle is not life. Life is just all the time. The miracle is when you let go of that being the miracle. The miracle is when you go, yeah, I get it. Instead of this is a special isolated incident, life, and you begin to realize that life just is, just like God just is, just like gravity just is, just like love just is, God just is. That's that whole I am thing. God just is. And when we get to the place where we remember, and we just let it go, something amazing happens. But you see, we're already good at letting go. I mean, if you've ever been around a little baby, there's that moment when you give them their toys or their food in the little high chair, and they look at you, and they just make it gone. Just daring you. You talking to me? You know what I mean? That wonderful moment with every little one. They do that because kids know about release. Kids know about trust. They're born with that. They don't learn doubt and mistrust and fear until much later. They're born with this idea of, I'm okay with just, here I am. And when you're a child, the miracle is expression. It's about, look, I'm bigger, I'm faster, I'm stronger. It's about letting something happen, letting go, showing, demonstrating, giving. That's the miracle of childhood. But by and by, as people quote unquote grow up, the miracle goes, the demonstration goes from out to in. Adults are people who think about what they can get, what they can bring to themselves. But I want you to know that when we go from release to grasping, we begin to die. If you want to learn how to be as a little child again, learn how to open your hands. Learn how to let go. Learn how to let it go. It's a popular children's movie as well. Maybe one of the reasons kids like it is because it resonates with something they already know. Don't know. But there's something beautiful about that. Think about your life. Think about the times when you felt the most free, the most authentic, the most you. Those are the moments when something got let go of. Think about maybe the graduation or the first time you sat in the car by yourself driving that car. Think about the first time you're like, wow, I can maybe love somebody or whatever it is. And there's those moments where there's incredible fear because it's a long way to fall, so to speak. But man, that payoff. The payoff of having your walk-in papers. The payoff of really being free. The payoff of release. Those are the moments when you're the most you. Those are the moments when you're the most in touch with God. That's the truth about you. And given that, it's so funny that when people set goals, they hardly ever set goals of, here's how I'm going to just be free. Because that's what you want. I want to break free, just like the song says. When people set goals, it's always about, here are the things I'm going to get for myself. And I'm going to have this much money in the bank. And I'm going to get these people to pay attention to me. And this is the car that's going to be in my driveway. And it's just this thing. It's this grab. People, to quote Thoreau, bury themselves alive in their possessions like the pharaohs of old. the idea of he who dies with the most toys wins and all that. It's a cool bumper sticker, but it's a dumb way to live. Because you bury yourself alive in acquisition when your job is to let go. Think about who you really are.